Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're heading out doing a little crappie fishing. It should be pretty good. We got overcast skies. It's been warm out the past few days. Last Friday I went out, did a little crappie fishing, and we caught a few. Nothing huge and not a ton of them, but hopefully I'll be able to put together a video for you guys today and show you guys how I'm gonna be catching these crappies. Most of the time, right away in the spring, during the first warm up, you'll have the crappies. They'll go up into the deadfalls. So that's what I'll be fishing today, and just in some backwater areas along the Wisconsin River. Not any of the secret spots or anything like that. You know, it's pretty much everyone knows about it. So I'll be showing you guys the exact baits and how I set them up to catch these high pressured crappies. So stay tuned and we'll see you out in the water. Alright, so we made it. Got the little skiff right up here, and we're just gonna drop her in the water back in there. There's a bunch of people here. I mean, the whole bridge is covered over there. There's another bridge farther down that's filled with people too. I talked to one guy and he said that they caught a couple pike or whatever, but I'm gonna fish all the laydowns and stuff in here and hopefully pull up some crappies. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so we're just out in the water right now. We're gonna come up to this, there's a set of stumps up here that we're gonna fish real quick. Guy on the bridge before caught a real nice perch, probably like a 13-incher. So I had a pretty good feeling about it. If we don't get anything here, then we're just gonna go up farther to it's called the pipes kind of, and we're gonna go there and try that out. But I got a pretty good feeling about this spot, so I'll just get rigged up. I'll show you guys what I'm going to be using, and then we'll get to fishing, and then I'll go on the GoPro, and then we'll turn this camera off for a little while. So I'll get back to you then. Alright, so we're just out to the spot right now. Right now I have a slip bobber set up on just my main line. I think this is 12-pound test braid right here, and as you can see I got a little slip bobber right there. And now I'm just gonna attach some generic 6-pound test mono onto it as a leader, and then I'll tie on a jig as well. So we'll just tie it on with just a normal knot that anyone would use to tie on a leader. I'm not sure exactly what the name of the knot is called, but it works pretty well for me. Alright, so I got my leader all attached up. I just gotta trim the tag ends off of that. And what I'm gonna be using here is a 1/80th ounce jig. Basically, it's a pink and white jig. I've had a lot of success with these jigs for crappies and perch and bluegills. I don't know, there's just something about it. Both these just little jigs. I'll pull one out so you guys can see exactly how small it is. But right there it is. Just a little guy. So we'll get that hooked up, and then I'll just throw on a few split shot above it just to give it some more weight and make the bobber sink down a little bit farther so it's easier for the fish to pull it under. Because last time I was out, it was a lot of light bites, and you really needed to watch your bobber really closely. Any movement whatsoever on your bobber, and then you had to set the hook, otherwise you'd miss the fish. So we'll just get this rigged up. Okay, now that I got that tied on, I'm just going to take a few split shot here. I'll take one big one, put that one closer to my bobber, and then I'll take a smaller one, and by closer to my bobber I mean like 1.5 feet up my line. I'm just gonna put it right above my knot that I tied my leader on, because that way if I do bust off, then I don't lose my whole bobber, I just lose my jig. And I mean, those are pretty cheap compared to buying new bobbers every time you get stuck in the tree, because you will get stuck. So we got a couple sinkers right there. I'm just gonna check to see how my bobber's sitting, and it's actually sitting pretty well. So I'm just gonna take the smaller one and move it down. So right here is basically my whole setup. I got my bobber right there, sinker, another sinker, and then my jig. And I'm just gonna trim the end off that knot a little bit more. And I'm gonna fish with just a little crappie minnow. And I'll show you this, how I hook that up. So I got my little minnow right here. And all I'm gonna do, I can hold them, is take the hook and just hook it right through its mouth. That way he's still kicking, and then I'll cast it out onto the cover. So I got this set about 3 feet. I'm gonna just use that for now. Right now, if I don't get any bites, I'll move it a little deeper. But I'll show you guys what the cover looks like that I'll be fishing. Right there it is. So I look for big logs in the water like this. I don't like real brushy stuff because I lose a lot of jigs that way. So I'm gonna turn the GoPro on right now and we'll get to fishing. So stay tuned. Here we go, first cast. So we're just gonna flip it on in there, let it sit for a while. You gotta be closer to the sticks than that, but I'm just gonna get organized here real quick. Right about in there. That's where I want to be. Alright, first spot didn't pan out. Like I said, if you're not catching fish right away, it's not worth sitting around unless you know that like a school is coming through or something of that nature. But otherwise, I just keep moving from spot to spot to spot, and I hit all those laydowns in that little area. So I'm gonna go upriver a little ways, and there's another little backwater area where last week Friday where I caught some crappies. So we're gonna check out that. We should be able to catch some. I don't know how big, but we should be able to catch some fish at least. So I know that. It's only about a couple minute drive, so we'll be there shortly. Oh yeah. You got green? There's one. Oh, that. Oh. Yeah, that was a big one. There we go. Nice one. That's a nice one. Probably like a, huh? Oh, you dirty son. That'll keep. That's a 12. That's almost a 12. That's almost a 12. Nice one. Nice one. Huh? I said it's almost 12. That.
They might be hitting at like 3 foot. I want a little deeper trying to shoot boat.
That's a nice one. Keep that one.
I thought he was longer by
Huh?
I thought he was longer by hand.
It looks big from here.
6 inch, 7 inch.
Oh yeah. Here you go, Brian. There you go, Brian.
You want us to throw him in your bucket? Sorry, quit walking.
Can you throw him in here? Toss him. Toss him. There you go. Got him. I don't even know if I want to go. There's a nice one. Come on. There's a nicer one. It could be. Could be little crappies hitting it. I'm not scaring them away. Yep. Go closer to you. Right there, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There you go, Brian. That's all right. Alright, just moved spots. We caught those perch, Brian and I, before, over on the lay down right next to the launch. I mean, we caught some nice ones. I'll show you guys a couple of them here. I mean, those are some nice fat perch right there. Fat perch. So we're gonna try for some crappies on this laydown right over here. Caught some here on Friday, and we're gonna be doing the same thing, just using the same jig underneath the slip bobber and everything. So we're gonna get after it here. Brian's coming over here. I can see him in his kayak. So same thing, just a 1/80 ounce jig, pink jig with a minnow about 3 feet down. And key is you just got to get right next to the wood. You're gonna lose jigs, like I said before, but it's worth it when you get a fish on. So we're gonna get the fishing. I just gotta switch out the battery in my GoPro real quick, and we should be good to go. There one is. There's a crappie. Little guy, but it's a good sign. Right here, little guy, just a little Schaefer. And a lot of times, those big ones are right next to the wood. I mean, the little ones, they'll kind of meander around, but those big ones tend to hide right in the thick stuff. So, and when you come in towards a laydown, you got to make sure you don't disrupt the tree that's in the water or anything like that. And by what I mean by that is don't bump it, and just kind of be as quiet as possible when you come in here. And I think I got a bite. Yep. Nope. Nothing. Took my minnow. But the crappies, they're a little bit lighter biters than those perch were. That's for sure. See, there one was. Holy cripes, that's a giant. Hammered it. Little guy. Huh?
I'm OG, y'all new to the game.
There's a good one. That's a dark one. That must have just came up then. He's darker, I assume, or maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. I was set like 2 inches too deep.
I'm OG, y'all new to the game.
Yeah, I moved it like 2 inches. Like, boom. Yeah, just skin them.
I'm OG, y'all new to the game.
Ah,
I'm OG,
come
y'all
on.
new to the game. G.
Oh, there's a giant. Oh man, there's a tanker. You ever? Oh yeah. Those are nice ones.
That's a nice one. boat.